Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Learn with Dr. Akshita. So today we have an interesting webinar that is career and opportunities in clinical microbiology and infectious diseases. This field has never been more relevant. It's more dynamic and definitely more essential than it is today. So whether you're a medical student considering your specialization or a resident planning your next step, or a young professional exploring your growth potential, this webinar is designed to provide you with real world insights, practical guidance, and a roadmap to navigate the evolving landscape of CMID. So, over the next few minutes, we are going to dwell on the unique training pathways in clinical microbiology and infectious diseases, both nationally and internationally, emerging specialties, that is infectious diseases or DM virology and infection control, career options, and how to best make your CV. So we also do have with us eminent panelists who are going to discuss or who are going to share their real life insights about the infectious diseases and virology as well. So I would always like to start with this slogan. Success in career isn't just about reaching the destination. It's about the journey, the persistence to keep learning and the courage to seize every opportunity. So directly diving into the most sought out specialization. So since majority of my audience are clinical microbiologists, I would like to reiterate that currently you're allowed three specializations which you're eligible for. That is DM infectious diseases, DM virology, as well as DM genetics. So this year they have also started something called DM Tropical Infection and Hospital Infection Control at AIIMS Bhopal through INISS. Apart from that, you have various fellowship opportunities in infectious diseases, hospital infection control, transplant and hepatic virology, as well as transplant immunology. So first and foremost, talking about the DM infectious diseases, definitely there's going to be increased demand because obviously, as we know, there's increased resistance, and therefore there is a requirement that ID specialist is there to combat or for the adequate or appropriate use of the antimicrobials. And as a microbiologist, you have better knowledge about the drugs and the bugs, and just try to remember that you have already completed MBBS, so you are just going to relearn the clinical medicine. And we have both currently. Previously there was the only option was the INISS, but now good news, so you're eligible through NEET SS as well. So for just to clear some confusion, so basically few of them still had doubt whether through NEET SS is microbiologist eligible to pursue DMID. So this I've taken out from the official NMC notification. So if you see for the infectious diseases, there's a medical group as well as a microbiological group. So the infectious diseases comes under the medical group. So basically you have this is the question paper type, that is not the specialty. So if you see initial pages will have this, but if you further see for MD microbiology, you're eligible for these three specialties, that is DM virology, DM or DRNB infectious diseases, and DM or DRNB medical genetics. So again, this is the first time the DRNB, that is the FNB seats which were there in infectious diseases, have been converted into DRNB. So DRNB usually happens in the private hospitals. DM can be in private medical colleges or in the state medical colleges. So if you want to be eligible, you will have to give the exam under the medical group. So if you give the exam under microbe group, you will be eligible for the virology part. If you give under the medical group, you will be eligible for infectious diseases and the medical genetics. So currently, these are the various institutes offering DM infectious diseases. Through INISS, you have to at AIIMS Delhi, AIIMS Jodhpur, AIIMS Raipur, AIIMS Rishikesh. They have recently the AIIMS Bhopal, which had the DMID, they've converted into tropical infection and hospital infection control. Apart from that, through the NEET SS, you have in KMC Manipal, CMC Vellore, School of Tropical Medicine, Government Medical College Kottayam, and um, also the IPGMR, that is in Kolkata. And this year, one more institute has been added, that is the KGMU has also been provided with the seat, 4 seats. So there are more opportunities definitely this year, and it's going to increase. And for the DRNB, these are the 7 hospitals which is currently having the seats, which includes Apollo Hospital Chennai, Hyderabad, then KIMS Trivandrum Kerala, Manipal Hospital Bangalore, PD Hinduja Hospital Mumbai, Sterling Hospital Ahmedabad, and Sherai Kashmir Institute Kashmir. Next, DM Virology. So this through available, previously it was only available through the NEET SS, but now even INISS, that is AIIMS Bhopal, has started the DM Virology program. So again, this is 3 years, and through NEET SS you have at CMC Vellore and Tirunelveli Government Medical College, which had 2 seats each previously. This year they have reduced 1 seat. So the annual fee is around 35,000 and the stipend is around 50K. Again, for the scope, I have uploaded a separate video where we have discussed with the persons who have pursued the DM virology, and as well as rank 1 India, rank 1 in the microbiological stream, who is interested in taking up DM virology, Dr. Ramit Kundu. Next, PDCC infectious diseases. So many of you have expressed interest in doing PDCC or any online coaching. So basically you're interested in ID but cannot devote 3 years. So you have this shorter 1 to 2 years course, which will give you the overview of the infectious diseases. So again, PDCC ID is in AIIMS Rishikesh, SGPGI. And AIIMS Mangalgiri has just announced that they will be having PDCC infectious disease from this year. These are the accredited programs. Non-accredited ones are PDF infectious disease at Jupiter Hospital Pune under Dr. Rajiv Soman sir, which is of duration of 9 months. No course fees, but and a 55K stipend in 1 seat. And also you have fellowship in pediatric infectious disease program, that is the Chacha Nehru Bal Chikitsalaya, and fellowship in infectious diseases at Aster Med City and Rela Institute Chennai. So these are the options which is open for microbiology. For medicine, they have additional options. So for medicine, they have definitely a Jupiter and Aster Med City, Rela, etc. Apart from that, they also have fellowships ranging from 1 to 2 years at Reliance Hospitals, Manipal Hospital, Bangalore, Apollo Chennai, and Hyderabad. So what are the cons? So as a PDCC ID, definitely you will get enough knowledge and a degree which can help to build your CV. But whether further working as a consultant is possible, again, this though you will have good knowledge, and you also do have the you have completed your MBBS, so you do have clinical skills, but um, most of the hospitals may not consider that, and you may have to continue under micro. But it will definitely add to your CV and definitely add to your clinical acumen. Then there are other fellowship courses which includes PDCC and PDF courses. PDCC in hospital infection hospital infection control is in JIPMER, NIMHANS, KEM Mumbai, TMC, Tata Medical Center, Mumbai Rela Institute. They also have the other courses which include PDCC, Lab Immunology at SCPGI, Clinical Parasitology at PGI Chandigarh, and there may be further PDCC courses which may be started in other INIs as well. Then to increase or to add to your apart from your knowledge, the CV, you have the various certification exams which you can take about. That is most commonly the first one is the DNB. So it's just like another exam which you take after completion of your MD. You just gives an exam which includes theory as well as practical. And after passing both of it, you can apply to be a member of NAMS, that is National Academy of Medical Sciences. So then you do have certification exams in DTMS, that is the Diploma in Tropical Medicine and Health Hygiene, through the Royal Society. And then you have CTROPMed, which is to the ASTMH, then FRC PATH and FRS Public Health. Then you can definitely do various observership or fellowship in antimicrobial stewardship, MRCP, and combined infection, CIC, hospital administration certification exams are there. Then you do have a course that is fellowship in general infectious disease, which is run by the CMC Vellore, which is a 1 year course, which is majorly online with 2 contact sessions. Then through ECMED you have UKIC, that is in infection control, and as well as AMS certification courses. Next, talking about the opportunities in CMID. First and foremost, I'll be talking about the ECMED. It's one of the largest and the most influential societies globally, and it organizes the ECMED Global. So there are various ECMED opportunities which is available. First and foremost, definitely the ECMED Global. That's a conference, yearly conference, which is usually held in the months of April to May. There are a lot of things which can be done. So there are various awards which you can get. There are various grants, and this is one of the societies which is the like which is one of the societies which gives you grant even to just to attend the ECMED without even an abstract to be submitted. So you can apply for the 4-day variant grant, you can apply for the outreach grant, you can apply uh, for the various society subgroup grants as well. So basically this grant will cover your accommodation as well as the travel, including the registration fee. They also have the ECMED summer school. So basically where it's a 1 week course where you'll have a lot of sessions related to CMID in the morning, like morning half, and then a lot of workshops where there will be hands-on discussion, which is oriented clinically and equally relevant for the microbiologists as well. Then there are a lot of postgraduate courses which they organize, which can be online and on-site. Many of these also do have the attendance grants, but these attendance grants, you need to be sure some of the attendance grants will cover the accommodation, but mostly none will cover the travel, but they do cover the registration as well as the maybe accommodation, but you need to verify. The postgraduate course can be like something on infectious diseases, like vaccine, importance of vaccination in pregnancy, HIV, guidelines for UTI. For the microbiology, you have various courses like including bacteriophage therapy. Then you have the pseudomonas, interpretation of the antibiograms, mycobacterium like tuberculosis, etc. Then there are a lot of research grants which is available for at individual levels and or at the group level. So you can apply for these research grants. So yearly it is, for one of the years it is on bacteriology. So one of the years is non-bacteriological, which can be parasitology, virology, etc. Then there are a lot of subgroups which you can be a part of. So based on your interest, it can be mycology, or, fungal subgroup. You can be involved with mycobacterium. You can be involved with the brain infections, bloodstream infections. So based on your area of interest, you can be a part of the subgroup. And the advantage of, and it does not require any additional payment. And you advantage is that they also do organize various webinars, as well as they also have separate grants. So the grants can be as high to 1,000 euros, which can easily cover your travel and accommodation. Then you have the ECMED observership, which is one of the best, and as a resident from India, you can apply for the observership in the Europe. So you can choose based on your area of interest. So there are lot of ECMED collaborative centers which is available. So basically you need to go there, see the objectives based on your area of interest. So it can be in infection control, it can be in your transplant ID, it can be in case of pediatric infectious diseases. So based on that you can choose various centers and you need to apply. So there will be usually two calls and 50 people will be selected in per call. And um, the important thing is, so it will cover your travel as well as accommodation up to 2000 euros you can be, and it will be reimbursed, as well as you can go as less as 5 to 7 days to even up to 1 month. But note that if even if you're traveling more than like 15-20 days, the stay accommodation charges will be covered up to 10 days. So again, it is really it's usually summer call and autumn call. So usually the first call is in months of April to March, and the second call is usually in the months of September, October. Um, and you can choose. So first you need to get letter from the ECMED Collaborative Center, that is called the endorsement letter. Later, you need to apply with your CV as well as letter of recommendation and objectives. So that's as simple as that. Then there are various certification courses, as I mentioned, antimicrobial stewardship, UK, that is in the infection control. But again, you should remember that these are quite expensive. Though there are scholarships which you can apply as an LMIC, which covers almost half. So usually it is around 5 lakhs, so around 2.5 lakhs, which can be covered. But the important thing to remember is most of these courses happen all over Europe, and the your travel and accommodation will not be covered in that. Then there's ECMED fellowship. This you cannot apply for. It is given or selected by the ECMED themselves. And as a member of ECMED, you get do access to the ECMED journals, that is CMI and CMI communication, and all of this can be yours with just the our membership fee of just 7 euros per year, which is around 600 rupees. Then they have going to start a lot of new things. First is the educator observership, which is a new type of observership which they are starting. So basically, the other observership is mainly targeted to the residents or the trainees. So if you are in further in the career and you want to you want to take do this observership, it is basically to enhance applicants' own expertise and also exchange knowledge. So it uh, so this is going to start from mostly it will be declared the end of this year or next year. And then they're going to start ICMID UCA special funded observership, basically to train the trainees, I mean trainers. And it is to support the National Education and Training Initiative of AS, Antimicrobial Stewardship. And the selection is by the UCAS committee or the chairman. Then we have something called the LMIC Research Forum, which is going to come up, which is a structured three-step course for LMIC ECMED members to provide education in research conduct. So basically, first step you will get it's online e-learning course after which covers basically fundamental things, and then at the end of this course you will there will be an online exam, and then you will get a certificate of completion. So in that way they are going to train you for in research. Other thing is, apart from that, they are going to select 5 to 10 participants who will be trained further in a personalized approach, and they will be selected and they will be mentored so that they can submit an abstract in the next ECMED Global. And these selected people, they will be the travel and stay will be also reimbursed. So, just going through the various opportunities which I have explored as a ECMEN member, I had got the outreach grant and I had attended the postgraduate educational course in personalized bacteriophage therapy, and also I had done an observership at Lausanne. And again, there are a lot of awards. So, last year I had got the ECME TA Outstanding Trainee Award. So, and also I had completed the course in um, systematic review and meta-analysis, for which currently I'm a member of the ECMID guideline review on MDR, infection control measures for MDR bacteria, and also I'm the ESGIA cardiovascular implant infection diagnosis management review writing group, and this year I've been selected as a member of professional affairs subcommittee, which is going to screen for all your grants, and also a part of the parity commission, which is heading the LMIC research forum, and I am the member who will be leading that, I mean, be a part of the team of the LMIC research forum. These were the various pictures of the various opportunities which I had explored, including the guideline review as well as the postgraduate course. And I had been as a part of the TA Outstanding Trainee Award. I was also selected for the ECMED Summer School. Again, ECMED Summer School is an excellent opportunity. They have a good attendance grant. If you get it, it will cover at least your accommodation and the registration fees. Travel will not be covered. Then next thing is the IDSA, that is Infectious Disease Society of America. So the various opportunity under the IDSA include the ID Week, that is again like the American counterpart of the ECMET Global. So there again you have it's a very prestigious conference, and there are again like ECMET, there are various grants which is available, though I would say they're less giving than the ECMET. So you have various grants which include the trainee grants, then you have the Guren grant, so it can range from around 500 USD to 1000 USD. They also have something called the ID Bug Hub. Basically, um, so apart from the usual programs like the topics and the speakers, they have this ID Bug Hub as well as the ID Global Bug Hub. So basically, where the topics you can suggest, you can send in your topic with some with the outline of the talk and abstract, and it may not be related to your subjects. It can be your personal experience. Then they have the ID quiz, that is a bug bowl which you can participate in. And the unique thing this IDSA has is 365 ID 365 mentorship, where you are matched with your mentor based on your interest. And the advantage of this is like if you attend ID week and attend two of the meetings of this ID mentorship, you do get the grant of around 700 to 700 euros, 350 euro, I mean USD for each meetings. So again, like it's an indirect way you can get some grant, and majority of the time you do match with your mentor. Then again, they also have some research funding. Then other unique thing about IDSA is that if you're a permanent member, I mean a full member for up to 5 years, then you can apply for the IDSA fellowship, that is the FITSA. So that's an additional degree. I'm sure most of you would have seen people have this. So it is again both the clinical as well as research streams are there. So you can apply for that. Then to the membership, you do get access to the various guidelines as well as the journals, which includes OFID. They do have as I mentioned again, scholarship support for the trainees, early career professionals to attend the ID week. They also have so you can also they have the ID communities where you can be a part of it, and also be a part of the guidelines. So they also have various calls for the guidelines where you can apply and be a part of the ID guidelines as well. For the member in training, the membership is 30 USD. So last year I had the opportunity to present two topics in the Bug Hub, and also previous year I had got the ID Training Award for my one of my posters. Next is the Royal Society of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene, that is RSTMH. So again here there are various opportunity. They have the annual meeting, that is called the annual meeting of tropical medicine, where again you can do your various presentation and good networking opportunities. They have the research grants, that is small grants for early career researchers, which you can apply. So it's a yearly one and it has a good amount of funding. Then there are awards and medals for various levels from the emerging to early to mid and senior levels. Uh, Through the membership, you also have the publication opportunity in the journals, that is International Health and Transactions, two journals. And then you can apply to be the reviewer or the global assessor. So basically, the various research grants which they have, you can apply also to be their reviewer. Then you can participate as a student ambassador, uh, and they also have lot of educational webinars. And for the LMIC, it is £30. Another unique thing which they have is something called the President's Fund. So if you are the resident in trainee and from LMIC, you are up to 3 years of your membership will be covered by them. So you have to apply for that. Then we have ESPID, that is European Society for Pediatric Infectious Diseases. ESPID again, I think it's one of the least explored option, but they do have lot of awards and lot of grants, and majority of these awards and grants are open throughout the year. As well as this is one of the unique society which do have um, grants for systematic review, as the grant for systematic review as well. They also have annual ESPID meeting, which usually occurs just before the ECMED, just after the ECMED, usually in the month of May. And they also have a lot of awards for that. And one of the unique thing is the Walter Margaret workshop, where you can submit your case reports, and they can, if you're selected for being a participant, so it's a only if you're selected you are allowed to attend this workshop. So they have the participation of I think up to 10 participants, and then a close group of 50 participants can attend the meeting. And even so, if you're selected, you do get your travel as well as accommodation covered. And other thing is they also have the ESPID summer school. So last year it was in Greece. Again, you have the opportunity to apply for the attendance grant. Then uh, they have the mentorship program as well, and they have regular case rounds, journal clubs, quiz rounds, and they have a lot of online material which is available for various topics, including the antimicrobial stewardship, vaccination, etc. And the members for the resource limited country, it is the membership is €50. I had a opportunity to participate in the ESPID in the debate competition. So you can, so as a young ESPID, they can send circular, and I had the opportunity to present in other international forum. And also I'm the country representative for the ESPID for India. Then we have the ASTMS, that is American Society of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene. They also have the annual meeting where you can have a lot of networking opportunities, and obviously you can present your poster and oral. Um, Again, they have a lot of fellowships and grants, but again, most of these are restricted to the American Society. So you can have a look at it. And another thing is they also have various subgroups, and the subgroup grants are available as well. Like one of the grants is subgroup is working on malaria, viral infections. So a lot of opportunities are there in this. Then they also have young investigator um, case presentation, or presentation, where you can submit your abstract and you can be a part of the, and so that you get the grant of around 1000 USD. So last year I had the opportunity to, my abstract was selected for the young investigator award, but I couldn't go and present. Then we have the International Society for Infectious Diseases. So basically this you can consider as Southeast Asian, so one of the Southeast Asian society, though the center is in US. So they have a lot of fund, fellowship and grants. That is the research grants, and it also previously had this ISID ECMED fellowship program where it was a unique opportunity where you could go and do your research or work in a European center. So the travel and the accommodation was covered by them, but currently it is on hold. They also have a lot of travel grants to attend the annual meeting. I mean, not annual, biannual. That is, once in 2 years they have the International Congress of Infectious Diseases. Last year it was in South Africa. They have a lot of webinars and symposia which you can attend. And this is one of the unique society which have a ProMed group, that is the outbreak. They have regular updates about the various outbreaks all around the world. Then for leadership and mentorship, there is a emerging leaders program, and they also have this ISID council. And with this membership, you get the access to the journal, International Journal of Infectious Diseases. And I'm happy to say that I'm the council member for the Southeast Asian region for India at ISID. I was selected. Then we have the European AIDS Clinical Society. They also have the annual program, that is the EACS conference. That's a biennial conference. And they also have this, like observership, they have something called the HIV um, exchange program, where you can, usually it is up to 2 people are selected. They have young investigators program as well. They also have something called YING, that is Young Investigator Group. And as a part, if you're a member of this, you do get access to the various guidelines, the resource library, and you can apply for various awards. That is ESIC Award for Excellence and Young Investigator Awards are available. And they do have some scholarship for attending the conference. Some other societies, just in brief, you have the, which you can, I think you can explore, that is the International Society of Antimicrobial Society of Antimicrobial Chemotherapy. They have free or discounted membership for the trainees with access to the IJAA. And there's an annual conference which happens, that is ICC, where you can do the presentation. They also have a lot of grants and fellowships. Then American Academy of HIV Medicine, they have the that, as I mentioned, one of the fellowship exam which you can take is the AHIVS, that is for early career HIV professionals. They have a lot of educational modules and certification exams. Then American Society for Microbiology. So currently they are running a scheme where you get the free membership. Also, they have started recently the ASM Future Leaders Mentorship, as well as where you are paired with your, you can apply for that to be a mentor or mentee, and you can get paired with them to mentor you or to mentor someone. And obviously there is a annual conference, that is ASM Microbe, which do have some of travel grants, fellowships and awards. Then we have the British Society for Antimicrobial Chemotherapy. So there are a lot of e-learning platforms which is available under this, and through the membership you get access to the JAC, Antimicrobial Resistance Journal. Lot of webinars and stewardship courses are organized by them, and they also have the annual meeting where you can attend to do your presentation. Then we have the PITS, that is the American version of the ESPID, that is Pediatric Infectious Disease Society. So advantage of this is through the IDSA, if you take one of the membership or IDSA, you get to be the member of this PITS as well as SHIA. So the PITS, again, they have the trainee travel grants, and the annual meeting, again, apart from the ID week, the PA is another meeting which you can attend. Then we have the ISHAM, that is International Society for Human and Animal Mycology. They have reduced trainee membership. They have some online courses and annual congress which happens. 2 years back it was in India. Next it is a biennial conference, and next it is this year it is in Brazil. Then SHIA, that is Society for Healthcare Epidemiology of America. So they have training modules for IPC and antimicrobial stewardship, and they also have grants for research, and they have the course. So the SITS and the SHIA and IDSA have come up with a module for the antimicrobial stewardship. They have the SHIA Spring Conference for which you can submit your abstract, and they do have some training awards. So these are some of the societies which I have come across, and I have tried to summarize. I'm sure there may be more. So uh, with that, I would come to an end of the various careers and opportunities which you can explore as a CMID resident. So I hope this was useful to you. And if you have found it useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So I've also uploaded a separate video where I have discussed about, where we have had a small chat with the various experts, as I mentioned, about the DMID, the 6 years course, the 3 years course, their experience, as well as DM virology. One person who is currently doing, and one person who is rank one and doing. Wanting to go into the field of DM virology, the very scope of that we have discussed. Don't forget to watch that as well. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.